Hi, I'm Heather Dawson. So let's start our show with a trip to Mexico City with Marco Gutierrez.
All right, we're here with Ubish Yaren, chef and food tour guide.
For the spots that we are visiting today, I just choose personal favorites and also some old school places that I like.
Let's go to our first spot, Ubish.
Let's go.
All right, Ubish, first spot, where did you bring us and what are we trying here?
We're going to try chilaquiles, which is one of the most common breakfasts in Mexico, and in this place you can craft it. It's called chilpa, and you can choose the type of tortilla, the salsa, and the topping that you want.
Cool, Ubish, so we're at the next spot.
It's always corn-based, so it's tacos or quesadillas or sopes or pellizcadas, and it's pretty unique. Everything is going to remind you to a town outside of Mexico City. No?
Cool.
The flavors, the plates, and the scenario of the restaurant. So this place focuses on tamales, which tamales in Mexico City are usually a street food. But this is one of the few places that you actually have to come to a restaurant to try different and interesting varieties of tamales.
All right, cool. Well, let's dig in because these look really good.
All right?
Cool.
Now we are at La Rifa Chocolateria, which they specialize in beverages made of chocolate mixed with chile, with spices, or with corn. Here we have a cacao soda. The cacao soda has cacao paste with sugar, fruits, in this case it's strawberries, and sparkling water.
All right, Ubish, we're in a noisy place. We're in a complete different type of environment than the other places you took us to. Where are we?
So we are in the Museum of Pulque. Right now we are getting pulque without any flavor, but usually they have with many fruit flavors, mango, guava, anything that you want. So this is Los Güeros de Boturini, and it's one of my favorite pastors in the city. Basically here we came to try the gringa, which is pastor meat with flour tortilla, cheese, salsa, onions, cilantro, and pineapple.
We're here, Ubish. You continue to take us off the beaten path. This place smells really good, and it's one of the spots that I've been waiting for a long time. So where are we at here?
We're going to try pambazos, which basically it is a bread in red salsa, fried with potatoes, chorizo, lettuce, tomato, avocado, cream, and cheese. It's basically a whole meal.
All right, Ubish, you brought us all the way to Reforma, the main avenue of Mexico City, for a typical street food favorite. What is it?
Esquites. That basically it is corn in a cup, prepared with key lime, mayonnaise, salt, chile powder, and peanut salsa. This is only from this place that they prepare it like that. It's spicy, but it's really good. We are at Casa Azteca, which is a mixture between a speakeasy and a showroom for mezcal. This is a place where you come to learn behind all the culture behind mezcal.
So I take it it's under special arrangements that somebody would visit a place like this?
Yeah, this place is not always open. You always have to make an appointment. So if you send me a message, we can arrange a tasting to learn everything about mezcal.
So there you have it. You definitely don't want to miss this spot. Cheers.
Salud.
Cool, Ubish, thank you very much. Wrapping it up with some cold beers. Where'd you bring us?
It's La Metropolitana Brewery, which I love the theme of the place that it's all the subway from Mexico City, and it's all specialized in national microbrewery.
Okay.
Right now I got an American Pale Ale with juniper and cranberry.
Right on. I went with the Asma La Rusa. It's an imperial stout. Has a lot of body, some coffee flavors, and it's actually brewed in some vino tinto barrels.
Oh,
so
wow.
aged in some wine barrels, which is really good. Well, thank you very much. This was an awesome day, and I'm gonna enjoy these cold beers.
It was my pleasure. Salud.
Spring officially begins March 20th, and many people are using the seasonal shift as a reset for home and life. Joining us is renowned TV host and interior designer Lauren Makk, host of HGTV's Urban Oasis Giveaway Special, who you may also recognize from OWN's Homemade Simple and TLC's Trading Spaces. Welcome, Lauren.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, thanks for being here. I want to dive right into spring right now. So why does spring tend to inspire change both at home and in our daily routines?
Well, spring is the ultimate season to reset and renew everything in our lives that hasn't been working. You know, the light is changing, our schedules are shifting, and suddenly we're seeing our home and our habits a little more clearly. You know, I've done some massive makeovers over on Urban Oasis and Smart Home, and what I've learned is that oftentimes it's the smaller, smart, and strategic shifts that really make a big difference when it comes to improving our everyday lives. Spring is, for me, just the perfect checkpoint to reset, refocus, and then to upgrade with intention, you know?
I love it. So what should people keep in mind when they're working on projects that maybe involve climbing a ladder?
I'm so glad you asked, because March is National Ladder Safety Month, and it's led by the American Ladder Institute. So let this be your timely reminder that no design upgrade is worth a preventable injury. So many accidents happen during everyday tasks, and it's really vital to just take just a few extra seconds to stay safe. It's also really important to choose the right ladder for the job, inspect it before each use, make sure that it's set on a stable, firm surface, and then to climb it safely. For more tips and ways to get involved, visit laddersafetymonth.com.
Safety is always key. Okay, give us one reset that can make the biggest impact this spring.
Yes, well, spring is always about fresh starts, of course, but nothing resets the mind faster than a getaway. And I love Wyndham Hotels and Resorts because they make travel so easy. With brands like Wyndham Ultra, Wyndham Grand, and Registry Collection Hotels, there is truly something for each and every type of traveler. Plus, their award-winning Wyndham Rewards program adds so much value. Right now, during their Member Month celebration, you can earn up to 4 free nights, which makes this a fantastic time to plan ahead and to save. All you got to do is head over to wyndhamrewards.com/membermonth to check out all of these details.
I love it. Where can we get more information about spring?
Certainly, just go to tipsontv.com.
Lauren Makk, every time you bring it, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you,
for
Lisa.
Coast to Coast, I'm Lisa Spalla.
She won an award for working with Kevin Hart, and now she's on the new Disney Plus film Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made. Award-winning actress Jane Carrier joins us next in studio. Stay with us. Welcome back. She's an award-winning actress starring in the new Disney Plus film Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made, the only Disney film to ever appear at the Sundance Film Festival and called the best of the news service's original programs by The Hollywood Reporter. Joining us in studio is Jane Carrier. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
This is a real pleasure, and wow, those are some big accolades for the film.
Yeah.
How is it? How do you like working on the new film?
It was really good. I really love the castmates and the crew. We all got along super well. It was fun on set and off of set.
Tell me a little bit about your character.
So Karina, she's really sweet and she's really smart. But Timmy, in his imagination, she's evil, an evil Russian secret agent.
It's hard to imagine you like that.
Yeah.
So you must be a very good actress.
So we don't exactly know if she's really evil or not, so that's also part of the movie.
Oh, okay, interesting. So we got to tune in for that. And tell me a little bit about working with Kevin Hart.
You know, when you meet someone like Kevin Hart, it's pretty amazing. He's really nice.
And you've really had so much success at a really young age. Congratulations
Thank you.
on that. And I know it's a lot of little girls' dreams and little boys to, you know, be a part of the Disney family and do what you're doing, what you truly love. Tell me a little bit about what got you started in acting and what led you to this.
Well, I started singing when I started taking vocal lessons when I was 4 years old. And then 3 years later, when I was 7, my coach was like, you know, you should try doing a musical. And I work at this theater, so maybe you should try that. It was The King and I got one of the young princesses. I did that for like 2 months, so I kind of fell in love with that. And I went to acting lessons, and I'm kind of moved on to here.
What advice would you give to somebody out there that wants to do what you're doing?
I think really try your best. And of course, things are going to get in the way, but you have to keep moving on and go further and look up to people. And I think if you get like true inspiration, I think that'll really help.
Oh, that's really sweet advice. And Who are some of your mentors? Like, who do you look up to?
I look up to people like Anne Hathaway, for example. She's an amazing actress. I love The Hustle. I love that movie. It was amazing. She was really funny in it. I also look up to like Steven Spielberg because he's an amazing director, and I feel like he really puts his like creativity and his message through directing, and you can really see it like E.T., Close Encounters, you know, all of those.
And those are all great, and I know you also are into horses, so
Yeah.
maybe in the future you have a movie dealing with horses.
Hopefully, I really hope, yeah.
Oh, well, that truly sounds like a dream career, and just congratulations
Thank
for
you.
all your success. And definitely, if you want to check out Timmy Failures, it's on Disney
Disney Plus,
streaming,
yeah.
Disney Plus streaming. And obviously, if they want to reach out to you, you have your own social media handles
Yeah.
as well. So we'll have those up on the screen, and we're definitely going to be watching you, a star to watch. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
So what's the secret behind flawless red carpet skin? Image Spa MD offers beauty transformations with top-of-the-line technology and personalized treatments available just for you.
Hello everyone, Cowdy over here at Image Spa MD in Rancho Cucamonga. If you're looking for that flawless skin or that perfect facial, this is the place for you. Our skin. We all want that secret to youthful, flawless skin, no matter our age. Image Spa MD is the place that can help us achieve this goal.
But nourishing, balancing skincare is the foundation of flawless skin. There is no one size fits all with skincare, so making sure that you have a personalized skincare regimen from your face wash all the way through your moisturizer and even your exfoliators and so on should be personalized to what your skin is going through at that moment, the environment where you live, if it's sunny, dry, humid, and changes as we age.
Here at Image Spa MD, only the finest and eco-friendly products are used to benefit your skin.
The particular one that we're most excited about is Nelly Diverse. They're out of Montreal, Canada. And what they really have focused on and created as a philosophy is a ingredient conscious, in some cases organic, eco-certified, Cosmos Organic, which is the European standard, skincare line.
Some essentials to a great skincare regimen?
Number one, sunblock. In California, our sun exposure is at a high. It's very dry here. Our sun, the sun, that when it hits your skin, it really burns and it damages if your skin is unprotected. Number two is a good exfoliator, just to keep the skin bright, keep it active. And lastly, a great moisturizer.
Clients at Image Spa MD can expect a pleasant, warm, welcoming, results-driven experience.
We want to make sure that you leave happier than when you came in, whatever that might mean. A simple conversation, a great facial and massage, a answer to your skin concerns and conditions.
Facials are essential in skincare, and Image Spa MD personalizes the treatment and takes it to the next level.
Our facial experience here at Image Spa MD is very unique, both in the skincare that we use and the philosophy of choosing the right skincare for each and every person per visit, which is a very personalized approach, but also in the step-by-step process throughout the facial. It has to have a right balance of cleansing and cleaning, relaxation, which is massage, and little techniques like that, and finally results. Any facial that does not deliver all three of those will fall short of expectations.
To book your next facial, go to imagespamd.com or visit our website, californialifehd.com, for more information.
Today, busy schedules and shifting routines mean Americans are eating more flexibly, with meals happening at different times throughout the day, and that shift is increasing demand for foods that offer convenience and variety. And we have just the person to talk about that with us is chef and culinary expert James Bricione.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think, we all know that we're busier than we've ever been. You've got shifting schedules. Eating has become a lot less structured these days, and frozen foods really support that well. Frozen fruits, vegetables, protein, snacks, and ready-to-eat meals just make it so easy to have food ready when your family needs it.
How does frozen food give value beyond just the price?
Of course, affordability is really important, when it comes to food and looking at our shopping bills. But, a lot of people say that consistency, convenience, taste, these are all big drivers of value as well. And when shoppers define value, they're looking, for that quality, for ease of preparation, portion control, reducing waste, right? These all add value to our meals.
Are you seeing any changes along the grocery aisle?
And people are actively looking for more flexibility in how they eat and how they plan their meals. About half adults say they're looking to add new recipes and new foods to their regular rotation. And nearly as many are motivated by trying new flavors and new cuisines.
Hey, where can we learn more about,
Absolutely.
Ideas from the frozen food aisle?
So we want everyone to visit easyhomemeals.com. We've got recipes, tips, and for March Frozen Food Month, a chance to win $10,000 in prizes.
Thanks for being with us on Coast to Coast, and yummy, yummy. I'm hungry now.
All right. Thank you, David.
Hi, I'm Elise Thurston with Coast to Coast TV. Around 2 million people in the US are living with severe asthma. Even while on treatment, more than half of these patients are still experiencing asthma attacks that may lead to ER visits or hospitalizations. Joining us now to talk about severe asthma and a new treatment is Dr. Doreen Seary of Midwest Allergy Sinus Asthma Respiratory. What is it like to live with severe asthma?
Thanks, Elise, for asking that question. It's a pleasure to be here. I think for severe asthma, it's simply exactly what we expect for asthma. Coughing, shortness of breath, wheezing, ER visits, hospitalizations, unanticipated visits to your doctor, having frequent flare-ups that may require rescue medications, and sometimes even systemic medications that have side effects like systemic corticosteroids. So that's really what characterizes severe asthma versus mild to moderate asthma.
And what causes severe asthma?
What causes severe asthma is inflammation at its source. So we think about maybe people who have immune problems, but the problem is not a lack of an immune system, it's an overactive immune system. Specifically here, we're talking about something called type 2 inflammation, which we as physicians have to characterize so we can develop new treatments to target inflammation at its source.
And are there any recent developments in the treatment of severe asthma?
Absolutely. I'm so glad you asked. The newer treatments are biological agents. One in particular that is recently FDA approved is called Extenture. It's made by GSK. I'm here on behalf of them to speak to you today about that. This newly FDA approved medication is the first and only ultra long-acting biologic as an add-on treatment for those with severe asthma in just 2 doses a year. As with any medication, there may be some potential side effects, some of which can be serious. For example, in this case, it may be an allergic reaction, including anaphylaxis and certain infections. So I do encourage your audience to speak with their doctor to see if this class of medication is appropriate for them.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us today, Dr. Doreen Seary. I hope our viewers can learn more about the severity of asthma.
Thank you.
What else? Such news! News indeed. It isn't every day a Jane Austen heroine makes her way to the big screen. Anya Taylor-Joy is taking on this lofty role of a young, wealthy woman with too much time on her hands and little else to occupy her thoughts except matchmaking. Unfortunately, while Emma's trying to set her friend up for a successful match, the man in mind has a very different idea altogether.
Who can think of Miss Smith when Miss Woodhouse is near? Everything I have said or done for many weeks has been with the sole view of making my adoration to yourself.
Screenwriter Eleanor Catton and director Autumn de Wilde have put together a funny, satirical portrait surrounding the life of the gentry, in which good manners and class consciousness decides with whom one associates. Of Austen's novels, to me, Emma is the one which sums its nose at society the most, finding happy endings for those involved in secret engagements and for characters born on the wrong side of the blanket.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, go to our website. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, Instagram, and follow us on Twitter. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.